hitting team in baseball. Nats, Pirates, Masson HD.
Washington Nationals baseball. Washington Nationals baseball.
It is a beautiful evening for baseball at Nationals Park. Padres are gone. Pirates are here. Yeah, hi, Mom, says Ian Desmond. Evidently, Mother's Day going on for a while. The Nats have their military blues on tonight, Military Appreciation Night here at the ballpark, and I salute you, sir. That's FP. I'm Bob. Let's talk about Bryce Harper. Even though it took him a week or so to start hitting some home runs, his presence in the lineup, I think, kind of got the power game going on this team.
Yeah, maybe woke a few guys up, but right now for Bryce Harper, it's just been outstanding. He made the adjustments. We noted when he was trying to hit his home run, maybe try to do a little bit too much, but you look right there, the feet are slow, the bat is quick. And you look at all the company he has right there. And if he homers tonight, he and Jimmy Sheckard from the Brooklyn Bridegrooms will be together as the only two that have done it 3 games in a row.
.233 the batting average, couple of homers, 5 RBIs in 16 games. So the offense doing well. Some righties in the lineup tonight against Eric Bedard. And then there's Gio, who continues to be outstanding. And he was out there without all of his bullets last time and still did well.
Yeah, good point. We're going to keep an eye on Gio Gonzalez tonight. Watch the curveball. He didn't throw it very much against Cincinnati. Beat the Reds, struck out 9 Reds with just his fastball.
What to do about Andrew McCutchen? The question for any Nats pitcher, hitting .467 over his last 9 games. .441 against left-handers this year, and he has a 13-game hitting streak against our Nationals. Stopping him, a key to stopping the battling Bucks. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. And by Navy Federal Credit Union, serving the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, the Department of Defense, and their families. Federally insured by NCUA. Gorgeous night for a little stroll down from the Navy Yard Station, right down Half Street to the center field gates at Nationals Park with the Pirates in town. It is 79 degrees, mostly clear skies, a few clouds around. Visit Trane.com for an independent Trane comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. Pirates are the lowest hitting team in the league at .220. They are last in runs, but Neil Walker, who seems to always hit the Nats well, .333 career against Washington pitching, has also been pretty good on the road for them. Switch hitter, batting right-handed to the tune of .310. And here's Gio Gonzalez. It'll be his second career start against the Pirates. He had one 2 years ago for the Oakland Athletics. No decision with a 1.50 ERA.
And last time out here in the 7-3 win Friday at Cincinnati, pitched 5 innings of 5-hit ball, allowed 2 runs, struck out a season-high 9, walked 4 through 115 pitches, 66 for strikes. So the Buccos will be seeing a 2-seam fastball, a 4-seam fastball, a curve and a change from Gio tonight.
And at times they're called the battling Buccos, and that pretty much describes how they've played against the Nats over the last couple of years. A strike to start the game. We're underway right on time at 7:05. Tabata hitting .242 with a couple of home runs. He sits safely in 6 of his last 7 games. 0 for 2 career against Gonzalez, one of 4 hitters for the Pirates that have faced Gio in their careers. The umpiring crew still in town from the San Diego series. 13-year veteran Tony Randazzo the plate. Alan Porter, Larry Vanover, crew chief Brian Gorman the bases.
Yeah, they hadn't seen all the memorials in the museum, so they decided to stay.
Cool. Well, by the time Alan Porter works the plate tomorrow night, all 4 of them will get home plate on this homestand before the Orioles come in Friday night. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looked like a changeup. 2 hoppers. Zimmerman to his left, and the sidearm whip over to Adam LaRoche.
Let's set the defense tonight behind Gio for the Nationals. Tyler Moore gets the start in left field, his 3rd start of the season. Bryce Harper in center, Xavier Nady in right, Desmond Zimmerman on the left side, Espinosa LaRoche on the right side, and Jesus Flores doing the catching. And we talked about how Davey Johnson gives the Goon squad some starts here and there, so that when they go back to the bench, they have something to go up to the plate with. You've seen the results with Chad Tracy. You've seen the results with Steve Lombardozzi. And I think that's why Tyler Moore's getting some at-bats today.
Later tonight, Christina has something on the Goon squad, including the latest apparel that's making a big piece of noise around here. You don't want to miss that. Neil Walker hitting .268. But career always seems to do damage against the Nats. Like to keep the bases clear for the guy who's on deck. Should happen as Espinosa gets behind that hot shot. 2 outs. Good start for Gio. A couple of ground balls to start the ball game. And that'll bring in Andrew McCutchen. 1 for 2 against Gio Gonzalez career. He is 7th in the league at hitting at .339, 9th at on-base percentage, .401. And he is just continuing year after year to do big-time damage against the Washington pitching staff.
And he's a tough guy to pitch around, because if you decide as a ball club to avoid this guy, he could be on third in 2 pitches. The combination of power and speed. You swing the bat a little bit. If you pitch around a guy like this, he'll steal second, he'll steal third. So you got to go right after him. That's why he's hitting .339 with a guy hitting behind him that's hitting .218.
There he goes again. 14 consecutive games with at least a base hit against the Nats. And McCutchen's now hitting over .340. Well, at least it's in the yard. He had a 3-homer game against the Nationals in Pittsburgh 2 years ago. He's aboard. He's a running threat, 7 of 10. The Pirates have 17 stolen bases, but they've been caught 15 times, a really bad percentage. And the 17 is 3rd from the bottom in the league. Nationals bench just moved Tyler Moore out into the gap in left center for Casey McGee, who is struggling. We know this guy's got some power. There's Tyler Moore getting the start in left field. They just moved him about 5 steps to his left. Against a hitter batting .218. He's 0 for his last 11. So my thought is, look out here.
My thought is he's going to be 0 for his next 12.
Well, I hope you're right. I don't know if hitters are like pitchers. When they struggle, next time out they do well. We'll see. It'll be interesting when Eric Bedard takes the mound, because the last time the Nats faced him, didn't make it out of the second inning because of a bad back. Was it a swing? I'm a little surprised Flores doesn't appeal. Now he does, and Alan Porter says it is a swing.
Very rarely do you get the call when it takes that long. Usually it's got to be bang, bang, right from the catcher to the umpire. You don't want him to have time to think about it. But give Alan Porter credit. He thought he went, and even though he sat on it for about 10 seconds, he still rang him up.
See, I think Jesus might have thought that was a called strike because it was such a good pitch. He's going to set up inside now on 1-2. Long look at McCutchen, who's holding, and the inning is over. Gio Gonzalez, 2 ground balls and a strikeout. His night off to a good start. How about the offense? To number 6 in home runs. See your authorized Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com. Check out the powerful lineup. Adam LaRoche just keeps on getting it done. 370 over his last 8 games. Walking a lot, getting on base, driving in runs. He's 8th in the league in RBIs. He's 9th in walks, and he is 7th in on-base percentage. Eric Bedard faces the Nats for the 5th time in his career. He's faced them with 3 different teams: Baltimore, Seattle, and now again with Pittsburgh after the back spasms got him last week. Ian Desmond's on a 5-game hitting streak, and he's averaging 2 hits per game. That's a 2-hopper to Clint Barmas, the shortstop.
We'll talk about that start last Wednesday. He left after just 1 inning plus. Had the back spasms, as you talked about, but the start before that, he went 5 innings at St. Louis, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. He struck out 11 Cardinals and walked just 2. So a 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, cutter, curveball, change. And if you're a Nats hitter tonight, you want to elevate him. So Bryce Harper is going to be looking for the ball up tonight.
He's having a pretty good season for the Pirates. 7 starts, each of them allowing under 3 earned runs per game. Hasn't happened in Pittsburgh in quite a while. In fact, 1988 with Bob Walk, who's next door to us in the broadcast booth, the last guy to do it. 1 ball and no strikes to Bryce Harper. He goes upstairs and had a good rip.
But Bedard's not going to wow you with his fastball. It's 87 to 89 miles an hour. What he will do is lull you to sleep with his off speed. He's got a short little curveball in the mid-70s. He's got a changeup also in the mid-70s, and he'll use those pitches to speed up his curveball with 2 strikes and speed up his fastball. He'll go to the curve with 2 strikes, and he'll go to the fastball in with 2 strikes to lefties and righties.
Harper gets under this one at the scoreboard. It is off the board, off Tabata, and Bryce Harper's going to third base. And that would be his first career triple.
So check all the boxes for Bryce Harper. Single, double, triple home run. He's filled up all the columns. I mean, he is some kind of locked in right now. We talk about it every night. The feet are slow, the hands are quick, and he just missed tying Jimmy Sheckard from the Brooklyn Bridegrooms in 1898, who homered in 3 consecutive games as a 19-year-old.
Harper was batting second last week when Bedard started against the Nats. He popped up to second, and this was popped a whole lot longer than that. So here's Ryan Zimmerman with a chance to put the ball club on top. 1 out, runner at third.
I mean, anytime you can bring up Jimmy Sheckard's name, you know you're doing something special.
You just didn't throw the ball by him back in 1898.
No, he usually got pitched around when he was 19 especially.
Up the middle, that's an RBI. To his left, Clint Barmas, Nats lead 1-0. Run batted in, number 9 for Ryan Zimmerman.
I know I can speak for you on this one. The thing we liked most about Bryce Harper's triple was how he put his head down and ran. He didn't stand at home plate and watch it. He knew that if it stayed in the park, it was going to be a triple. Sometimes you see guys that hit a ball that hard, that low, they think it's gone. It's a double. He turned it into a triple, and he got Ryan Zimmerman an RBI.
Well, and you know the triples are made between home and first and not second and third. So the Nats bust out on top here, and Adam LaRoche is the hitter. Lefty-lefty matchup for Adam. LaRoche was at the plate with a count of 1-2 last week when Bedard had to be removed because of the back. So no official career at bats between these two.
I forgot to say there goes a no-hitter and all the excitement for the Bryce Harper triple, but there goes a no-hitter.
There goes the shutout. Look at Adam LaRoche beat the shift. That'll take his batting average up over 325. And the Nats have 2 clean knocks here in the first inning. I asked Rick Eckstein today, by the way, FP, about Adam LaRoche. He said he's doing everything well. He said, I can't narrow it down to one thing he's doing great in the batter's box because everything, the footwork, the swing, the concentration, everything is working together.
You can see it right there. I like that better than the Bryce Harper triple because it beat the shift. I mean, we're watching games today where it looks weird when guys are playing straight up, and it seems like a lot of teams are trying to reinvent the game. That's a guy that sprayed the ball all around the ballpark all season long, and I just love seeing stuff like that.
Xavier Nady gets a shot in the number 5 hole. Home run a couple of nights ago was huge for him, gave the Nats some breathing room in that win over San Diego, along with the Chad Tracy blast. So Xavier Nady is a pinch hitter, 3 for 5 with 2 solo home runs. That's all but one of his RBIs as an overall hitter. Just 138 for the Nats. But against left-handed pitching, he's going to be in there.
Those have to be the best unis in baseball. I love the blue jerseys.
Well, they look like hitting jerseys tonight. It's a breaking ball that stays up and away, 2-0. Xavier Nady first appeared in the big leagues right from the University of California to the Padres in 2003.
And Bedardo varies looks to home plate. He's got a slide step when he wants to be quick, but he also has a hang move. And what do I mean by that? He'll pick up his leg. He'll just kind of hang around for a second, read the runner, and either throw over and go home. So he will read a runner on occasion, but he can be very quick to the plate and tough to run on.
And by the way, Xavier Nady sitting on 99 career home runs. That's a fastball inside.
And sometimes I think the quick to the plate for Bedard is more about rushing the hitter than keeping the runner at first base. It's almost like a quick pitch. You saw it right there on the inside fastball to Nady.
Three balls, 1 strike. Nady will look it all the way in, and he takes the walk on a pitch low, and the Nats are going to make Eric Bedard work long here in the bottom of the first.
And all the excitement, we haven't had a chance to set the Pirates defense tonight. Navarro, McCutchen, Tabata in the outfield, Barmas, Harrison on the left side, Walker, McGee on the right side, and Rod Barajas doing the catching. Danny
Espinosa could make this a big inning. Pirates will back up a little bit and play him straight away with the corner outfielders. McCutcheon's about 3 steps toward right center. Danny steps in at 227 for the right side. He has hit safely in 6 of his last 7 games, 308. And he's 2 for 3 career against Bedard. With an RBI. Pop up right side, that will get out of play.
That's a ricochet for you right there. First hop on the cement. That looks like me golfing, hitting the cart path with my drive.
I've never known that feeling.
Short hairs only for me.
Woods are full of long hitters. 1-1 to Danny Espinosa. 3 homers, 7 RBIs. And Bedard, after a long look at the second base runner LaRoche, misses upstairs 2-1. Adam at second after his single. Nady's walk put him there. And earlier in the inning, Harper tripling off the scoreboard, and Zimmerman immediately driving him in with a ground ball up the middle. Tyler Moore, the rookie, hopes to get a Major League at bat number 12 in this inning. Breaking ball, Espinosa, third base way foul, and the count's 2-2.
I think that long look from Bedard back to LaRoche wasn't to hold him. Obviously, Adam LaRoche isn't going to steal third base ever, let alone with 2 outs. That might have been a little recon action from Bedard, trying to see what Adam LaRoche was doing in his lead. And with all this CIA stuff going on between base runners and hitters and signs, I always wonder to myself why a catcher just didn't set up outside and then you throw the pitch automatically inside, or set up inside and then that means you automatically throw the pitch on the outer half of the plate.
Yeah, I wonder what pitchers think of that, maybe throwing to a phantom target.
Yeah.
Espinosa on a breaking ball, hangs tough. By the way, the Braves are hosting the Marlins tonight. They've scored in the bottom of the first. Atlanta continues to play great baseball. They're a half game up on the Nats going into the evening. And the Reds are at the Mets tonight. New York batting, no score, bottom of the first.
See that Adam hustling out there, handing Daddy Espinosa his bat. In the big leagues, folks, you don't even have to pick up your own bat.
Phillies at Cubs later. Kyle Kendrick and Matt Garza there at about 8:05. And that's what's happening in the East tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Espinosa gets a fastball and pops it up. Neil Walker backpedaling. McCutcheon will call him off, and that'll take care of the Nats. Bryce Harper making things happen again. Look at that, head down, the bat gets under it, off the scoreboard. Zimmerman brought him in, and the Nats lead 1-0 early.
Of Bryce Harper from the side, and I want to show you folks something. The torque that he creates in his swing. Watch the hands go up. Now, get the top half of the baseball. Now watch the lower half after he swings. Watch this. You watch the long drive contest on ESPN, and those guys have both feet off the ground. I mean, he almost went Reggie Jackson back knee right there, and the amount of torque he created in that swing was just amazing with the hands going up, then the lower half following. And we just keep watching his swing and can't believe some of the things I'm seeing from a mechanical standpoint and just a natural ability standpoint. Great stuff.
Yeah, he's piling up some extra base hits. 6 doubles, 2 homers, and now a triple. So 9 extra base hits out of his first 15 in the major leagues. Gio Gonzalez back to work, top of the second. Jamaico Navarro, the left fielder, batting $171. Navarro, Rod Barajas, and Clint Barmes for the Pirates, top of the second.
And what a great move starting Bryce Harper in Syracuse, because every year he's a slow starter. He got that out of the way in Syracuse, and I remember it was big news, Carp, when we heard about his first double in AAA. He went a couple of weeks without an extra base hit. Now it seems like everything he hits is an extra base hit.
Good tailing fastball by Gio Gonzalez, and the count's even 2-2. Gio, first inning, 14 pitches, 10 strikes. Goes right after him with 92, and that's 2 strikeouts in a row. Find out why the government is turning to STGinc.com. Now, these are unique numbers. The earned run average under 2 and the opponent's batting average under 200 FP. This is really hard to do.
Opposing hitters are going to start turning to the government with those numbers right there.
They need a bailout, huh?
9.4 ERA, 170 average against. He just loves pitching in this ballpark especially. Loves pitching at home.
Here's last week's home run hero, Rod Barajas, who hit that walk-off home run against Henry Rodriguez. He has hit another homer since. So after going over a month without hitting one, Rod Barajas, 2 homers his last 5 games, and he's hit for extra bases 4 times in his last 6 hits. He does have a career homer against Gio Gonzalez. A lot of fastballs early.
And if you ask Gio, he'd like to be a little more efficient than he was last outing against the Reds. 115 pitches through just 5 innings.
How about that changeup?
And that's a lot of load on a pitcher, but tonight he's getting a lot of first pitch outs. He's getting ahead in the count. Seems like he's got good command of the fastball changeup combination. I don't know if we've seen one curveball so far, but he hasn't gone to that pitch. And when you face Gio Gonzalez as a hitter, you think you're going to see a ton of curveballs, but the last 2 outings, it's been fastball change, and there's another one.
He turns it over, and that's 3 strikeouts in a row. Let's have a look at the Kinetic North America pitch track.
And Barajas showed the Nationals in Pittsburgh he hit a fastball. You see the swing right there. He was looking fastball in all the way. That was the same swing that he hit the walk-off home run against Henry Rodriguez. Likes the ball down and in. He likes the fastball.
Stingy at home he is. Kinetic North America providing world-class technology and responsive solutions to our government customers.
95.
There's nothing wrong at all about being named the rudest host in the National League. And that's what Gio's been here at Nationals Park so far. Right now he's throwing all of his pitches for strikes. That was a pretty nasty breaking ball.
And that's a good sign right there. That's the curveball he had 2 starts ago. The curveball in Cincinnati, I'd say he threw it about 5 or 6 times. It was more like a slider. When it's good, it's got that big tilt to it. Kind of a 12-6 curveball with a little tilt at the end, but it's so hard it comes out of his hand looking like a fastball, and you can't hold up.
Clint Barmes, the second of 4 consecutive hitters in the Pirates lineup, hitting under 200. Navarro 171, Barajas 182, Barmes $160, and Josh Harrison, the third baseman who's next, 188. Pirates are searching for somebody other than Andrew McCutchen to generate some offense. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. He's striking people out with an overpowering changeup on the banks of the Anacostia tonight. Visit AFCEA.org, the Association for IT Pros. I would never have thought Christina and Goon would occur in the same thought here, kid.
Here it is, Bob, the official Goon Squad t-shirt. It's out. Obviously, Chad Tracy, the man behind the creation of the name and the shirt, handing these out in the clubhouse earlier. One member of the Goon Squad, Tyler Moore, said he appreciates the start today. He said, I actually didn't really understand the other side of it coming off the bench, but it's been a great experience hanging with the Goons, learning the game more, getting on the same page as Davey Johnson as the game's going on. And now it's just about staying in the same routine, whether he's starting or not during a given game. And he said, the more he's been in the outfield, the better he's felt and the better he's gotten.
Well, he gets a start tonight, only 11 at-bats since coming up a couple of weeks ago, and he hits that ball sharply, but right at Neil Walker for the first out.
I talked to Chad Tracy before the game, and he said, you got to do something to earn that T-shirt. You're just not giving them out to somebody sitting on the bench. So it's not like they're being handed out for free in that clubhouse.
Well, let's talk about that bench so far.
There he is.
Pinch hitting this year, 12 hits and 44 at-bats, 2 homers, Nady and Tracy the other night, and 12 RBIs. And FP, we've talked about this. Pinch hitting was nothing for the Nats. We love Matt Stairs, one of our favorite guys ever, but the Nats just didn't get any pinch hits in the first half of the season last year.
No, and the bench has been so good this year. Maybe getting a little help from Jason Worth, probably coaching some guys up right now, but I think it goes back to Davey Johnson playing the bench guys, giving them a chance to produce when they come off the bench. If those guys just sit there and rot for 2 weeks, you can't ask them to go up and get a base hit in the 9th inning off the other team's closer.
Yeah.
But you've seen Chad Tracy in Cincinnati, some big at-bats. Lombardozzi off the bench, since he's gotten some starts, is hitting the ball well, where, a kid that in the minor leagues played every day doesn't know how to come off the bench. He gets some starts for Zimmerman at third base. Now he's good off the bench. So, those guys are doing a great job, and it's not that easy, but they're all making it look easy.
Jesus Flores 1 for 5 career with an RBI against Eric Bedard. Nats faced him in Seattle a couple of years ago, and John Lannon beat him. And Flores rips one to center. McCutchen over to grab it. You cannot hit the ball any harder than that.
That ball was absolutely smoked by Jesus Flores.
All right, Gio Gonzalez. Davey Johnson says every time I see Gio lately, he's got a bat in his hands. What a good swing this was.
Slow leg kick. Got it down early, thinking about going the other way. And you heard the sound. Line drives don't get any louder than that. That ball was squared up. Bad luck.
Gio 2 for 14. Really couldn't swing the bat in his most recent start at Cincinnati. So if that swing is any gauge, he's feeling a whole lot better.
Oh, he's swinging tonight. He told me. I said, are you bunting with 2 strikes again tonight? He said, no, I'm letting it go. Now, those were orders from the skipper. Don't swing. And it was killing him last game, trust me. That swing right there, he waited 10 days for that hack.
Now, would a ball club ever tell the other team, if you see him bunt with 2 strikes, this is why? Because in a ball game like that, that was considered kind of insulting. Or is it just up to the other team to figure it out?
You know, I talked to Dusty Baker the next day. They were all scratching their heads on why Gio Gonzalez was bunting with 2 strikes in a 7-0 game.
Yeah.
And word spreads quickly. Hey, he's not supposed to swing tonight. If, you know, a guy gets on first base, maybe LaRoche tells a runner, hey, Gio's not swinging tonight. His hands bother him a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe a runner on second base. Ian Desmond says something. So word travels fast because it looks weird. You don't see it.
2-1 pitch, and he looks that one all the way in. And the count's even 2-2. First time through the order, the Nats will have at least 2 hits, an RBI, and a walk. Everybody's made contact so far.
That's a pretty good fight off 2-strike hack right there.
Yep.
Big curveball from Bedard. Gio Gonzalez out in front, and he got a piece. Probably not like Bryce Harper's side swing replay, but effective nonetheless.
He got out on that front foot on that one. That off-speed pitch had him out ahead. And he gets it in the air, right side. Right fielder Jose Tabata. And the Nats go in order in the bottom of the second. Zimmerman's RBI, the difference in a 1-0 game.
Good time at the ballpark. Check out those blue eyes on the right. Let's check out Gio's strikeouts so far in this game. Casey McGee, fastball. Thanks for coming. Navarro, fastball. Thanks for coming. And how about this changeup to Clint Marmis right here? So the changeup's been locking in for Gio Gonzalez tonight. The fastball's been good. Curveball's been good. He's throwing all 3 for strikes, and that means it might be a long night for the Pirates.
Very difficult to keep the team ERA under 3, but the Nats, even though it's creeping up, still lead the major leagues in that department. The starters, by the way, are 2.55. Slots, tables, and dining. The ultimate triple play at Hollywood Casino, Charlestown Races, with our major league leaders in that case. So here's Gio, 29 pitches, 19 strikes. He'll face Josh Harrison, Eric Bedard, and Jose Tabata, top of the third. Nice crowd enjoying a beautiful Wednesday evening. Harrison hitting 188, he's 6 for 32 on the year, and he pops it into short center. Bryce Harper put his right arm out to wave off Tyler Moore. First out.
So a little miscommunication early in yesterday's game, and look at Bryce Harper screaming, yelling, hollering, telling Tyler Moore, I got this all the way. Maybe a little bad hop there at the end, but he made the play.
1 out on 1 pitch. What's better than that? Here's Bedard, the pitcher. 1 for 12 this year. Erik Bedard as a major league hitter, 6 for 32 with 1 RBI. That's a good 92 fastball to the outer half, and that at bat is over. I thought the count's only 1-2. There's confusion. That was a 1-1 pitch, and Erik Bedard evidently thought 2 strikes were a strikeout.
So this is the third pitch.
Yeah, first one missed.
Strike 3, and if you watch Tony Randazzo, he didn't ring him up. He just simple strike 2 call.
Well, Jesus Flores trying to sell it by throwing the ball to Ryan Zimmerman on the around the horn. Now, if they ever want to speed up the games, they could do that.
That curveball is just not fair.
5 strikeouts in the last 6 batters.
Bedard saying, I'm trying to speed up the game and save some time, and you make me look at this? A nasty 2-strike curveball from Gonzalez. And that's strike 3 for sure.
For a limited time, get bonus cash on Altima and Rogue. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your local dealer. The Nissan pitch track. Top of the order, Jose Tabata. Bounced out to Ryan Zimmerman to start the game.
I wonder if as a pitcher, you go up and face the opposition and you see stuff like that, you're thinking to yourself, uh-oh, this is going to be a long night. If he's got that kind of stuff and I'm seeing it firsthand, this could be a struggle.
The crowd goes, oh, as they see Zimmerman pick that one up. Makes that play look as easy as anybody in baseball. /fan guide for a chance to win a VIP experience for 2 this year at a World Series game. Presented by Scotts, the official lawn care company of Major League Baseball. On to the bottom of the third, Desmond, Harper, and Zimmerman. And again, we're hoping to invoke the name of a former Brooklyn bridegroom. By the way, they were named that in 1888 when a whole bunch of guys on the team got married. So that's all it took to change a team name back then?
Apparently, yeah. And nowadays, you could have the whatever city divorce guys.
And there'd be a whole lot of attorneys in the field level seats. Ian Desmond bounced out to short first time. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ian. Riding a 5-game hitting streak. 10 for his last 26. Breaking ball. It spins right off the top of the barrel.
That's one of those ones where you always wonder if it hits that cutout, the grass, and comes back, because those spin from the dugout toward the field. That's how that ball's spinning. And you see it sometimes hit that right there, guys. Good shot where the grass meets the dirt. in that little ledge right there, sometimes that ball come back fair. I remember the one Jesus Flores hit in Chicago against the White Sox last year. It was almost in the first base on deck circle. Had some kind of spin, came all the way back fair.
That's right. 1-2 to Desmond. That ball is launched to left, and it is gone. Ian Desmond, 5th of the year, 6-game hitting streak. Nats lead 2-0.
Watching Desmond take BP today. His swing is so short, so compact. He works the ball all around the ballpark in batting practice. Right field, center field. He'll pull the ball toward the end. But that's just to get his hands in the right slot for a pitch just like that.
Ian Desmond's 27th career home run. And here comes Bryce Harper. How about the pop at the top of this lineup all of a sudden?
See, I'm not a big fan of thinking about bunting when you've hit a triple your first time up. When you're seeing a guy big and you're hitting the ball well, take advantage of that. It doesn't happen every day where you're locked in seeing the ball big. Obviously, Bryce is thinking about helping the ball club, getting on first base any way he can. But when you're seeing a lefty like he saw Bedard his first time up, just missed his 3rd home run of the year, go ahead and let it fly.
Nats now with 19 homers their last 13 games. 2-0 to Harper.
Desmond getting some extension, staying through the baseball. Watch the head down, catching it out front. Hit it like he knew it was coming.
Classic home run swing.
Classic home run trot, too.
2 balls, 1 strike to Harper. The boys have been trotting a whole lot more lately than they were earlier. He's not going to like that call. It's funny, Rick Eckstein and I were talking to the cage and he said, you know, Harper, he's going to take pitches that he knows are balls, but he's a rookie and the umpires are going to call strikes.
Yeah, and they're looking at him too, and not just him, but all 3 guys looking in. They're watching for body language on close calls.
They'll take that one up and away.
They'll scout you. Maybe the home plate umpire misses it if you have a bad body language deal where you kind of give it a lean. Bryce Harper did a nice job of not showing anybody up right there. But for young guys, there's 3 guys out in the field watching him every single pitch to see how he reacts to calls. And that's how you get your reputation throughout the league as a young player.
3-2 pitch. He'll reach out and stay alive. Find out why the government is turning to STGinc.com by pitch type. He's seeing about almost a 50-50 combination.
I think that off-speed stat was when he was real jumpy, trying to hit his first home run. He's been seeing the ball big lately, spitting on off-speed.
3 balls and 2 strikes. That was off-speed, 89. That's the first strikeout tonight. It took 11 batters for Eric Bedard to get some of the Nats to swing and miss.
He just went right after him right here. A little cut fastball that starts at Harper, breaks right down the middle, and he's just a hair tardy.
So here's Zimmerman with 1 out. Ryan, RBI ground ball to deep short first time. Hit the ball right up the middle. I heard the great Roger Maris once say that as a number 3 hitter, the difference between 75 RBIs and 100 is getting RBIs like Ryan got that first time on ground balls up the middle to infielders playing back. He said, you know, the home runs are going to happen, the doubles, the sac flies, but ground balls make a big difference. That's Clint Barmas throwing out Ryan. 2 down. Here in the 3rd, it is Kid T-Shirt Sunday. Orioles are here for the weekend, and on Sunday, the first 10,000 fans 12 and under receive a Kids T-shirt presented by Exxon Mobil. You must enter through the center field gate to receive that item for your kids, okay? Remember that, center field gate only. Nationals.com/tickets. Some restrictions apply. Night games Friday, Saturday, day games Sunday. Then the Nats are off to what has to be considered a really big test of a road trip. Philly, Atlanta, Miami.
And you and I will be reunited on Sunday. You got the Fox game Saturday night with Billy Ripken. I just might leave him a pack of Kool-Aid up here with Nats written all over it for when he comes up and sits in my chair.
He'll say, why is my chair painted red?
He said he ain't drinking the Nats Kool-Aid, so I'm going to leave him a pack.
He said that?
Yep.
Okay. What do you expect a guy from Baltimore to say right now? Are we drinking the orange Kool-Aid here?
I am. I think they're playing great.
They're
absolutely. It's going to be one heck of a series this weekend. I can't wait to watch 3 great games.
Both teams could be in first place on Friday. We'll see. Orioles tied with Tampa Bay 23-14. Nats are 22-14. Just a half game back of the Braves. Baltimore and Kansas City tonight. One ball and 2 strikes. I didn't know anybody was forcing Kool-Aid down anybody's throat regarding this baseball team. I kind of thought they were doing it on their own. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Bedard, but Ian Desmond absolutely jacked one out of here. He takes a breaking ball. Pretty good swing for a fastball hitter. And Ian's 5th of the year puts the Nats on top by 2. Night. Ian Desmond doubles the lead as this one goes into the middle innings, and we have a reminder for you as you enjoy a cold one. Look forward to Miller Time later in the game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Neil Walker, Andrew McCutchen, Casey McGee for the Pirates. Top of the 4th. Walker, bouncing ball. Well hit to Espinosa first time. Gio works him away and misses with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Neil Walker, 26-year-old infielder, Pittsburgh native. His dad, Tom, was a pitcher for the Expos, Tigers, Cardinals, and Angels between 72 and 77.
84% fastball so far from Gio Gonzalez.
And right now, about almost 70% strikes. Good rip by Walker. Gonzalez career record 42-33, coming off his win at Cincinnati. 3 more starts after this, he'll be at 100 in his big league career. Trouble lurking. I'd throw him 4 fastballs away and see, buddy, let's see what you can do with him. There's some changeups. Don't let him pull the ball. That'll be a real interesting matchup here. McCutchen base hit first time up, 2 for 3 career now against Gio Gonzalez. Doesn't matter much to him who's on the mound.
You could do that, or you could crowd him with 95 4 times and see what happens.
True. Yeah, I like jammage. Make a guy uncomfortable. You make him move his feet. First order of business, though, get Neil Walker so that he's not on base, and McCutchen represents the tying run.
Neil Walker sitting fastball all the way in a 3-2 count, 94 miles an hour. And watch this, right on it. Fouled it straight back. Be interesting to see if Gio throws another one. They might try off speed after that swing.
He's going to challenge him with 94. Popped up. And out to grab it. Danny Espinosa made that look pretty easy, and that was not by any means an easy play.
He just kind of set up for it, too. Sometimes it's better than trying to fight and turn yourself around and get your legs all tangled up. Just go ahead and catch it over your shoulder.
Nice.
Now he made a hard play look easy. The best thing that Xavier Nady did was stay out of the way. Sometimes that traffic will make you have alligator arms right there, and you drop it. Good communication between the second baseman and the right fielder.
You know, usually an infielder says, I got it. I think Danny said a 10 hut because Nady just stood straight up and froze. Well done by the second baseman. Here's McCutchen. Makes him go the other way. 1 ball, 1 strike. AT&T fact of the game.
Andrew McCutchen is good.
He can hit. There's the 14-game hitting streak. Bobby Bonilla and Roberto Clemente, 17 and 14, against the Montreal, now Washington franchise. This young man is 25 years old. Came into the season with 51 home runs. He has 54 now. Last year, only Matt Kemp among center fielders hit more than McCutchen's 23 bombs. 1 ball, 2 strike. Count. And he hacks one to left. Didn't get it. It'll stay in the yard for Tyler Moore. That looked off the bat like it was going well out of here.
And it was a fastball up from Gio Gonzalez out over the plate. And watch McCutchen get on top of this pitch. They hit this ball that far, you got to get on top of it. It looks like it just went off the end of his bat. You saw the bat shake right there. So he just missed a home run.
Casey McGee is next. Breaking ball just misses. McGee was the first of 4 in a row Gio struck out. From the last out in the first throughout the second inning. Then he struck out the pitcher. So sitting on 5 Ks for the night. But the bottom line is now he's getting outs to contact, saving himself handfuls of pitches every inning. Right to Danny Espinosa. Ball hit the lip of the grass, hugs the dirt, and Danny takes care of the rest. 4 tremendous innings by Gio Gonzalez. Good looking night at the ballpark, don't you think? doubled the lead in the third after Bryce Harper tripled and Ryan Zimmerman hit a ground ball to drive him in the first. Meanwhile, Gio Gonzalez, 50 pitches, 34 strikes in 4 innings. 8 out of every 12 pitches pretty much in the zone right now, or a 2/1. Outstanding. Xavier Nady walked his first time. Off speed, way out ahead, one-handed swing. Strike one. Nady played for the Pirates 06, 07, 08, hit 300, 278, and 330 for the Bucks. He was off to a big-time start in 08 after 89 games. With 13 homers and 57 RBIs, he got traded to the Yankees. So then he had 12 homers and drove in 40 there. So he had a 25-homer, 97 RBI season in 08. Shows what he can do when he's healthy. He had Tommy John surgery the year after that. He got jammed and that ball's off of his leg. But at the University of California, he was a 2-time All-American, a 3-time All-Pac-10, and he went right from Cal to the major leagues, where he had one at bat with the Padres in 2000, and he had a base hit. Trying to walk that one off. He would make it back to the big leagues 2 years later. He was one of those guys coming out of college that was pretty much considered a can't miss.
Well, obviously, if you go straight to the big leagues from college.
His slugging percentage in the Pac-10 was higher than Mark McGwire's at USC. That's how much damage he did in his collegiate career. Now at the age of 33, he got a call and he flew from the San Diego area all the way to Orlando, Florida, got to Vieira, and became a national at the end of spring training. Off-speed pitch slowed down his bat. Clint Barmas gets rid of it in a hurry. And that's 4 straight now for Bedard since the Desmond home run.
So Xavier Nady fouled that ball off his foot. Where did it go? It went to Josh Harrison at third base. He picked it up and he said, "Here you go, Eric Bedard. Here's your ball back. Let's get this game going." And Eric Bedard says, "I got it."
Oops.
Right between the numbers.
The umpire was in the process of throwing him another baseball. It's one of the funny things about baseball. If you throw a pitch in the dirt and the catcher catches it on a short hop, they throw it out of the game. If you ground out to an infielder and it takes about 12 hops, he picks it up, they throw it around, you get to keep it.
The one that I always used to keep an eye on leading off an inning is the catcher throwing the ball down to second. And if it went in the dirt, I would ask the umpire for a new ball.
Good call.
A lot of pitchers will tell their catchers to throw a short hop to second base between innings, so there's a scuff on the baseball. And if you're not paying attention in the on-deck circle, lead the inning off, you can go up there and see a ball do all kinds of neat stuff.
Neat stuff. 1-0 pitch. Well, your two predecessors were pitchers. And when they saw a catcher offer the ball to the umpire after a pitch in the dirt, they just about came unglued. Why would any pitcher want his catcher to do that? Make the umpire take it from you. 1-1 to Danny Espinosa. Fly to short center first time. Looks at a breaking ball that's in there, 1-2. You think anybody still scuffs the ball?
I'm sure they do. I mean, I'm sure there's pine tars and gloves and pine tars and hats and doing whatever it takes to figure it out. I'm sure there's guys that still cork their bats.
Swing and a miss. And Bedard's got that breaking ball going even to the right-handers right now. STGinc.com, the government turns to them. And here's the report on Eric Bedard so far. 2 outs in the fourth.
You see versus righties, that's pretty much fastball changeup combination. And versus lefties, it's fastball, maybe cutter curveball.
And that's what he's done this season in going 2-4, 8th start, and an ERA right around 2.5 runs a game.
Well, 21% off speed to lefties tells me he might not have a lot of confidence in his curveball versus lefties.
And again, the best ERA by a Pirates starter to begin the season since Bob Walk had a similar ERA back in '88. I laugh every time I think about Bob Walk. His nickname is Whirlybird. He once went to the plate to bat one night when he was pitching and didn't take a bat with him. Found himself in the batter's box. Somebody said, hey, go get a bat.
That's really thinking about your pitching while you're hitting.
He was known as being a character, a little bit off center. But some other good pitchers are on that list. Bob Friend back in '60 for the world champion Pirates that year. The year of the infamous Mazeroski home run at Forbes Field against the Yankees. Tyler Moore ground ball to second base, first time up, and he finds himself quickly 0-2. He went up hacking early in the count last time.
4 shakes to a fastball in.
Better get it in there. Ooh, the way Tony Randazzo stood up, I thought he might rip the pages there.
He wanted fastball away first, then he went curveball, then he tried changeup, then Barajas went fastball in. He shook yes.
Target in again. Tyler Moore moves back up away from it. Got to be so tough for him. He's been with the team for 2.5 weeks. He's had 11 at bats coming into this game. Jesus Flores hit the cover off the ball first time and lined out.
Check out the fingernail polish right there. He's going white out on his fingernails so Bedard can see the signs.
Moore pulls the off-speed pitch, knocked down by Harrison, and he still gets him. I think Eddie Perez used to do that in Atlanta for Greg Maddux. Until he saw Pierogi on his left, he just couldn't resist. But the racing presidents have never won a race in Pittsburgh, and the Pierogis have never won a race in Washington. I'm sure it is strictly coincidence. And Teddy, that's one of numerous times he's had the lead with about 20 yards to go, and he just, I don't know.
He's easily distracted.
Jamaico Navarro leads off top 5 for the Pirates. First pitch fastball to the Dominican Republic native, just 24 years of age. Came over to trade with Kansas City for a pitcher and an infielder, a couple of minor leaguers on December 7th. Navarro, 42 at-bats with the Red Sox 2 years ago, 37 last year, before being traded to Kansas City, and he hit .304 for the Royals with 6 RBIs in 6 games right at the end of the season. No balls, 2 strikes. This hitter struck out swinging first time. Breaking ball, just got a piece of it.
And the curveball's been good from Gio tonight. He hasn't thrown it very much. but when he needs it, it's there.
No balls, 2 strikes. Hitter fighting for his life to get a piece of another breaking pitch.
Well, Navarro got himself into a 2-strike hole by trying to bunt with 1 strike. We talked to a lot of baseball people. They rather see guys bunt for a hit with no strikes versus 1 strike, because if you're trying to get a base hit on a bunt, you have to be perfect. You want the ball to be fair or foul right on the line. And if it goes foul, now you're hitting with 2.
Mets just scored a run bottom of the 3rd to tie the Reds at Citi Field, and the Marlins just came up with 3 in the 4th at Atlanta to lead the Braves 3-1. And a 1-2. Fastball misses. Davey Johnson's ball club still 8 games over 500, 8 over at home, even on the road, and 11-6 against the Central. A lot of ball games against the Pirates, the Reds. In fact, tomorrow night, that'll finish the Nationals with the Pirates, and they've already gone home and home with Cincinnati, and we've seen Houston here, seen the Cubs. The Nats have only played 8 games in the East. The next road trip will take care of that. And a 3-2 bounce to Zimmerman foul.
Well, at the least, Navarro's making Gio Gonzalez fire a lot of bullets. 0-2 to a 3-2. Then he fouled off a 3-2 pitch. And Gio having a tough time putting him away. Pitch number 9 coming.
Three-two pitch. Little bit low.
Pretty good at bat by Navarro right there. 0-2 walk.
Yes, it was. Only their second base runner tonight. That breaks a string of 10 consecutive batters retired. How about a 5-game flex plan to ignite your natitude? Buy 4 games, get a 5th one free. The package starts at just $60. Nationals.com/flex. Some restrictions apply.
You have to be careful right here with Barajas. First pitch fastball hitter. He's looking for something middle in.
Henry Rodriguez found that out in Pittsburgh.
He's been doing that a long time.
First pitch fastball outside corner with some nice run to it. So Rod Barajas went 5 weeks without a home run. Now he's at 2 in 5 days. And he's at 127 in his 14th year.
All of a sudden, Gio's got the game face working. Not real happy about that 0-2 walk.
Yeah. And Barajas will drop one to right center. That ball's hit softly enough for Navarro to go to third, and Bryce Harper's learning out there. He didn't come up with any intention of launching a throw to third base. A week or 2 ago, maybe he does.
They keep the double play in order. You got a 2-run lead. Rod Barajas, nice piece of hitting right there, just going with the pitch. And a pretty good read by Navarro. Knew it was going to drop right off the bat. Little first to third action. All of a sudden, the Pirates are in business.
Bottom of their order, Clint Barmas, the shortstop, struck out swinging first time up. This guy's having an off year. We know he's a better hitter than a .159. 244 with Houston last year. That's a breaking ball, hit foul by about 2 feet into the left field corner.
Not a frustrated pitcher. You got your leadoff hitter, an 0-2 count. You lose him on a 3-2 fastball down. You give up a base hit to Rod Barajas at 182. So now for Gio Gonzalez, he's got to refocus, relock in right here, and realize if he makes some pitches, he can get out of this.
Nats will try to run for a double play ball here. Pretty good jammage right there. Barmes lays off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 8 hitter Josh Harrison. Waiting. Great pitch. Unhittable. At least without breaking your bat.
Well, just a well-located fastball by Gonzalez. And you watch the take by Barmes. He was late on the take, meaning I'm thinking he's sitting on something soft right there. There was no way he could pull the trigger. That ball was by him. Good pitch.
And right now, Tony Randazzo's giving that ball a little bit off the plate. Might want to go back in there. He does! And he gets Barmes out of control for the strikeout. Number 6, and that's huge.
Nice regroup from Gio right there. You can't control what's already happened as a pitcher. All you can control is your next pitch. And he gets into a count where he can strike somebody out. He elevates a fastball, and Barmes can't catch up. And you could tell he was late on the one before that just by how he took it. He started his hands even though he didn't swing when the ball was almost in the glove. And you could read swings as a pitcher and as a catcher and tell on takes if guys are late.
Josh Harrison takes 1 low.
That's why Flores put down number 1 again.
Harrison only 33 at-bats on the year. 6 base hits, 5 RBIs. Has not hit into a double play yet.
Oh, he can fly. It's going to be tough to get him to double up right here.
Nats have turned the fewest double plays in the league, just 21. A tribute to the strikeout potential and overpower hitters for fly ball potential of their pitching staff.
And it's pretty hard to steal first.
That it is. He drills it to center. It falls in front of Harper, and the Pirates are on the board. For a moment, it looked like it might carry out there. That would have been a do-or-die play, and Bryce played it on the hop. So the Pirates are on the board with a Josh Harrison RBI, 2-1.
If Bryce trusts himself right there and keeps coming toward second base, he makes the play, but there's a little hesitation, and that allows the ball from Harrison to drop. Watch the hesitation right here. That's a guy that hasn't played center field very much, and the toughest play for the center fielder is a low line drive. It's hard to tell. You have no reference point here. It's not to the side. It's right between your eyes, so you can't tell sometimes if you need to go back or come in. It's just a little false step by Bryce right there. Allowed that ball to drop.
So expecting a sacrifice attempt by Bedard here.
Just right here. If he keeps coming, he has it. And he set up like he thought it was going to come all the way to him. But it dropped in front of him. Hasn't played that much center field, so every time he's out there, it's a learning experience. He just learned something, and that's good.
LaRoche charging hard from first. Zimmerman more of a controlled charge from third base. Ryan doesn't want to overcommit because if there's a bunt to LaRoche or the pitcher, he wants to be able to get back for a force. So you know where Bedard would like to bunt the ball, right at Ryan if he can. That went over the screen.
Yeah, Bedard looks like an American League guy. His first at bat, he struck out on a curveball from Gio. He didn't look very comfortable right there in the bunt.
Only 33 big league at bats, couple of sacrifices, 1 this year. Bedard is from Ontario, a town called Navan, Ontario. Lunges at that one.
In his defense, when you talk to a good bunter that's left-handed and has to bunt off a left-hander, it's a rough ride. So a guy with not a lot of experience bunting, not very many at-bats. I'm going to go talk to his third base coach, Nick Leyva, right now and see if they're going to keep it on. I don't know if Clint Hurdle will, but based on the curveball strike 3 last time, I wonder if Gio goes to that hammer right here, tries to elevate a fastball. Either one will work.
Yeah, you don't want to give him anything he can put on the ground. Little Butcher Boy attempted swing and very late for that. And Gio Gonzalez with his 7th strikeout. Top of the order coming up now, Jose Tabata.
The heart wasn't in that one right there. He was thinking he was getting that big curveball that struck him out first time. Tried to pull back, and watch this, folks. This is a rough ride. A little tardy on the heater. Anytime you face a lefty with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, it's not easy.
Jose Tabata has pulled the ball to Ryan Zimmerman twice. Breaking ball locks him up. That is a beauty. Strike one. Second base Barajas, first base Harrison. It's a good thing it's not the other way around. Out to short. Desmond shovels to Espinosa. Nats are out of the inning. Stop the presses. Gio Gonzalez gives up a run at home. Bottom of the fifth. Flores, Gonzalez, and Desmond here at Nationals Park. Hits are even at 3. The Nats on the Desmond homer have a 1-run lead. By Nationals, game-used, autographed, and team-issued memorabilia. You can check it out every home game, sections 112 and 113. Log on to email memorabilia@nationals.com. That's memorabilia@nationals.com. Nice crowd tonight. Beautiful evening. 2 runs may not be enough. Flores lined out on a laser to center field first time up. He probably hit that ball as hard as Harper's triple and Desmond's home run. So he gets a first pitch breaker. Drops in for a strike. Bedard 61 pitches now, 39 strikes. Nats haven't had anybody touch a base since Desmond's homer. Gio Gonzalez flied to right first time up. He's thrown 74 pitches, 50 strikes. Flores waits for the off-speed pitch. Cut off by Josh Harrison. 5th inning underway with a routine ground ball. 7 straight for Eric Bedard. Here's our minor league report brought to you by PNC Bank. For the achiever in you, Matt Skoll, third baseman at Single A Hagerstown. Doing some serious damage. Look at that. 4 hits. 2 of them left the yard. Another double. So that's 11 total bases. That's South impressive. Atlantic league leader. Wow. PNC Bank, by the way, for solutions that help you achieve your financial goals. And he achieved a whole bunch of them last night. It's been really becoming a fun thing over the last 2 years to start keeping track of the young talent in this organization. One night we might be talking about Syracuse, another night Potomac, Hagerstown, Harrisburg, Vermont. It's all good.
And with all the injuries another night, they might all be here.
Well, let's hope not until they're ready. No balls, 2 strikes. Gio's going to get called out on a fastball, up and in. 4th strikeout for Bedard. Last time up, the Nats got their last hit.
Ian Desmond ready to hit every single at-bat. He got a big curveball out over the plate. I said it before, I'll say it again. He hit that like he knew it was coming.
Well, he's gotten such a reputation as a first-pitch fastball swinger. There probably can be times where he's going to expect a curveball or a changeup on that first pitch. That time he looked like he guessed perfectly. Gets another one. He was hacking. So you go up there and say, oh, I know I homered last time, but I'm still not going to see a first pitch fastball.
Yeah, he got a changeup. He was out in front.
Like in Nationals Park.
So this is a count. I mean, if you can get to a 2-1 count, obviously you get a hit right here, you seal the deal. But to me, this was the biggest count every at-bat in my whole career. You talk about 2-strike count or a 3-2 count. This is the count. If you can get to 2-1 versus 1-2, now you're in the driver's seat. This was always the biggest pitch every at-bat for me.
353 for him. Look out. A lot of folks in the ballpark tonight. Complimentary tickets for military personnel at Military Appreciation Night here.
I mean, that got him solid. So solid that it was right in his lap, and it's all he did was pick the ball up.
And he didn't lose dinner.
That was a great play.
Active, retired, reservist, or dependent military presenting their IDs tonight, and into the ballpark we brought them. Nice crowd, good atmosphere, good ball game. That's a breaking ball low, counts even 2-2. There he is. Bryce Harper 1 for 2 with a triple. Desmond seemingly overmatched by a 92-mile-an-hour heater. Eric Bedard now in full gear. 2-1 game, 6th inning.
Who has great appreciation for the military. That's Edwin Jackson. His father was in the Army for 23 years. He said ever since he can remember, he's been moving from school to school, making new friends, making new adjustments. But he said, I was born on the fly, and I was destined to play this game and have a career in baseball and life on the road.
Baseball is pretty much the same thing. You know, I've been on different teams, so I've had to get acclimated to different clubhouses, different people, and different staff, and it's definitely helped me in that aspect. And also, you know, just being well-mannered. You know, you respect those who respect you, and I mean, every team I've been on, I like to say that, you know, I left behind a good path. Nobody has anything bad to say about me as a person.
Edwin Jackson told me out of all the teams he's played for, Washington definitely creates more of an opportunity to appreciate the veterans in the military. Jackson takes all the opportunity he can to go visit hospitals and events and show his appreciation, you know, growing up in a military family.
Yeah, Edwin was born on September 9th of '83 in West Germany. Has traveled the globe. Now gets to trot around the country as a big league ball player. Neil Walker fouls one out of play. And by the way, we mentioned the minor league affiliates a few moments ago, and over the last couple of years, we've talked about the Vermont Ball Club, which is no longer a Nationals affiliate. They are now in Auburn, New York, with one of the great nicknames in all of baseball, the Auburn Double Days.
Nice.
Had to be the Double Days, right?
I like the Brooklyn Bridegrooms.
You know, the Vermont Lake Monsters, that wasn't bad either.
They got that monster in the lake, so.
Yeah. And, of course, the Gulf Coast League Nationals, who played down at Vieira, Hagerstown, Potomac, Harrisburg, Syracuse. So we got them all covered. McCutchen next after Neil Walker, top of the 6th inning, and a 2-2 pitch. Oh, that's a great breaking ball. Got him. Looked like a swing. It is strikeout number 8. And why is Neil Walker hanging around? He doesn't like the call from the first base umpire, and he stares down Alan Porter.
Let's check it out.
Wow.
Looked like he went. This will tell the story.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty far.
Yeah, the side angle tells all.
Yeah, we see those every night, and I still don't know what the rule is. It's an attempted swing. Every time you take a pitch as a hitter, it's an attempted swing. Your hands move.
Yeah. McCutchen to Desmond. How about that? Twice in a row retired. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Here's the Pirates box score. Base hit by McCutchen in the first. And then their big blow, the Josh Harrison 1-out single RBI in the 5th. FP, I know I've said this before, the best explanation I've ever heard from an umpire, and it was a guy who said, when I'm working first base, if the barrel of the bat passes the line to me on the first base line, that's a swing. If the bat goes into fair territory, to me that was a swing.
I like that. Because we look at it every night and we sit there and go, well, yeah, he went pretty far, so I guess that's a swing. But I mean, unless you break your wrist, I don't know what his swing is versus what isn't. How about Ryan Ludwick the other night? He barely flinched to end the game in Cincinnati.
Yeah, the Nats benefited from what we thought was a poor call. But I thought that was a great explanation. Another use of the baseline. You know, for a right-handed batter, first base line, if the bat goes beyond that, the bat's in fair territory and then has to be over the plate.
And the third base line for a left-handed hitter. I'm buying that.
Yeah, I like it. I think you and I should rewrite part of that rule book.
I have it in my hand right now. It might take me about 5 innings to find it, though.
There's a lot of stuff in there. Casey McGee unable to reach that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Are you still in your intended venture of reading the rule book front to back?
Yeah, I got about 15 pages highlighted. And that only took me 3 months. They should have more pictures in this thing.
Yeah, pictures would be good.
I like books with lots of pictures in them. This one doesn't have any.
Did you say pictures or pictures?
Pictures.
Okay, got it. Relying on the heater tonight, but mixing in the breaking stuff effectively. 3-2 pitch, and he throws a changeup. Strikeout number 9. Gio getting it done. It's Harper straight ahead with Zimmerman and LaRoche. Who but W.B. Mason? It is a 2-1 Washington lead, bottom of the 6th inning. And a very important frame now for Erik Bedard, who has retired 9 consecutive hitters. Bryce Harper 1 for 2 with a strikeout last time. A triple off the top of the scoreboard before that. Nationals box score. Hits in only 2 innings tonight. The Harper triple after the Zimmerman RBI grounder, a base hit by Adam LaRoche, and then the Ian Desmond leadoff homer in the 3rd. Good ID on the breaking ball outside, 1-1. Marlins have scored 3 more runs at Atlanta. 5th inning, they're ahead of the Braves, 6-1.
Couple of healthy hacks on some fastballs from Bedard to Harper.
Yeah, that looked like a cutter that got out to the end of his bat.
He went first pitch, fastball up. And Harper took a mighty swing trying to hit himself on the scoreboard. And then he got a cutter away, and that one cut a little bit too.
Late setup away. That's a good job of waiting for the breaking ball and then bumping it out of play.
And I know what Bedard's thinking right there. If I throw him 4 fastballs in a row, he's a good fastball hitter. He's going to get one of them, but he's thrown 2 fastballs by Harper, and he threw one by him last time with 2 strikes. He wasn't that far off from connecting on that curveball.
Fastball upstairs, can't get it. Bedard has struck out 3 in a row, and that back must be feeling just fine 1 week later.
Yeah, 2 starts ago, he struck out 11 Cardinals, so he's got strikeout stuff. Now, fastball 91 off a curveball that's 75, 76. Looks like it's 191.
Bedard won 15 games for the 06 Orioles, 13 for the 07 Orioles, who promptly shipped him off to Seattle for Adam Jones and George Sherrill, plus 3 other players in a blockbuster deal. They got themselves a pretty good center fielder, but they definitely gave up some pitching. And then Bedard, kind of odd. In Seattle, he only went 6-4, 5-3, and was hurt quite a bit. Only made 15 starts those 2 years each. Tailing fastball to the outside corner. A reporter asked today whether Davey Johnson was concerned about Zimmerman being worked away, and not doing that much damage to right center field yet. And Davey said, give him time. I'm not worried about Ryan Zimmerman. Well, Ryan knew it was a swing. 2 outs. 4 Ks in a row. 7 on the game for Bedard. And there's a great giveaway item Saturday night. It's the Nationals script cap. First 30,000 fans presented with that cap from ExxonMobil. And again, you must come through the center field gate to receive that promotional item. Nationals.com/tickets. Some restrictions apply. Nobody's made contact since Flores grounded out for the first out last inning.
Got a good feel for the curveball. Stealing strike 1. He did it to Zimmerman. He just did it to LaRoche.
By the way, I'm going to mention this because we keep getting emails and posts on the Nationals website about it. Adam says his name is pronounced LaRoche, just like his dad's was, Dave. But he said, if you want to call me LaRoche, that's fine. I'm okay either way. But he said it is LaRoche. And I know some folks take us to task occasionally, but We choose to go with what the player says.
I just say he can hit.
One ball and 2 strikes. He gets a hold of one. That one heading for the scoreboard. Out of here. No matter how you pronounce it, his first homer of the year at Nationals Park. And the boys have their 2-run lead back.
It doesn't matter what the count, what the pitch. He's been on everything all year long. The first time up, he slapped a single where the third baseman would have been playing had they not had a shift on for a base hit. Struck out his last time up, but how about that right there? All over a fastball.
And I love that little routine where you go through the dugout, and after you hit a home run, somebody takes your helmet off for you.
It's home run club right there.
That's nice.
Ian Desmond, Adam LaRoche.
Now that's 20 Nationals home runs in their last 13 games.
That's got to feel good.
I mean, he just got all of that. That's got to have backspin, FP, to go to backspin to get over that scoreboard out there. And now Nady launches one. See you later. Number 100 for Xavier Nady. Back to back. 4-1 Washington.
Right when Eric Bedard thought he was getting in a groove. Back-to-back jacks by the Nats. And that'll light up a dugout. Check out these guys right here. Chad Tracy, captain of the Goon Squad, takes a helmet off. Hooting and hollering. Bryce Harper saying, I just missed one earlier. These guys are some kind of loose right now, and they are swinging the bats. Wow. That's where the big boys go in left field. Wow.
So Xavier Nady 2 home runs this week. And what a mighty blast for his 100th career.
And you saw the bat, it didn't even move. Look at the swing, look at the extension. And he knows right there that that one ain't coming back. Look where this lands. Wow. More than halfway up the bleachers in left center field. That's one of the farthest ones I've seen here.
It is so fun to keep counting the long balls now. 21 for the Nats in their last 13 games. And, you know, FP, power surges seem to come out of nowhere. And it looked like Eric Bedard was just cruising until they were going to have to eventually pinch hit for him.
That feels so good for Xavier Nady.
Evan Meek just joined the Pirates bullpen today. They sent Alex Presley back to AAA. They've needed some bullpen help. So Clint Hurdle is playing really, if you don't count the backup catcher, with only 3 extra men in his dugout.
Well, if Xavier didn't have his Goon Squad t-shirt underneath tonight, he's going to have one tomorrow.
Espinosa bunting for a base hit. And he gets it. Ball gets away, and he decides not to turn towards second. So Danny Espinosa is aboard with 2 outs.
Good idea. You saw Harrison playing back, just laid it down and beat it out. Just get it on the ground when the third baseman's not in your face. Pretty good try by Harrison right there on the bare hand. Didn't get help on the back end from McGee, but good idea. Danny Espinosa bunting with 2 outs. Now it's up to him to get to second base early.
And it looked like that ball hit Danny in the back of the foot, or else it would have gone to the tarp, and he would have been at second base. I don't think McGee made any contact with that throw at all. 3 consecutive hits. 2 have left the yard, and Tyler Moore is the hitter. And this is a guy, if you make a mistake, he could make it 3 in 1 inning. He's still hunting that first major league blast. Tyler Moore, ground ball to second, ground ball to third. 2 for 13 in 9 games. Breaking ball drops, but not low enough. Stays upstairs, 2-1. Number 8 man, Jesus Flores, waiting.
Should get a pitch right here.
Oh, yeah. Any temptation to start the runner on a count like this?
Absolutely. I mean, if you got a read on Bedard, for sure. You don't have to wait to a 3-2 count. Go right now.
I'm just thinking about the pitch the hitter might get. You know, something he could drive. Might steal you a run. Looked like Espinosa was almost expecting a throw over. Kind of took a flat-footed lead. Up the middle, well hit. McCutchen coming on. He's got it. Nats are gone. Blasting their way to a 3-run lead. Adam LaRoche, first homer of the year at home, number 7 overall. And then Xavier Nady, his second of the week, and his 100th. Of their 4 runs, and every time they hit one out of the park, the Washington area Lexus dealers donate $200 to the Children's National Medical Center. So a very expensive evening and a good one for a great cause. Thank you to our Washington area Lexus dealers. Rick Ankiel will come in for Tyler Moore in the lineup. He'll bat 7th to play center field. And that moves the other outfielders around. Harper in right, Nady in left. There's Bryce over in right field. And the 7th inning gets underway with a little pop-up. Adam LaRoche says, how easy could that be?
That's a thank you very much right there. Gio Gonzalez had 86 pitches into the 7th inning. He'll take a first pitch out all day long.
And not the approach you want when you're down by 3 and trying to get into another team's bullpen. Next up will be Rod Barajas, who singled last time up to set up the Pirates' only run.
It's the old where if you're Gio Gonzalez, you're thinking, I get a free strike right here. He's got to be taken. But with Barajas, you never know. He's a free swinger. He likes the first pitch. He should be taken right here because of a first pitch out.
"16 home runs with the Dodgers last year, and he hit 13 of them on the road. Pretty good production in 98 games for Barajas, who then signed with the Pirates as a free agent November 10th. Been in the big league since '99 with Arizona. They signed him at the age of 21 out of Cerritos Junior College in California. And suddenly Gio goes 3-0.
And suddenly there's a little bit of action in the Nationals bullpen. Guys getting up, guys start to stretch out. You can always tell when Jim Lett walks over by the telephone. He knows his skipper, and he knows a pitch count. And he also knows it's getting late in this game.
Second walk of the night. The ideal thing for Davey Johnson would be Gio finishing the 7th. Then he can go ahead and hit for him as the second man up in the bottom of the inning after the stretch. Sean Burnett takes off his warm-up. Sean's suddenly feeling very busy after a not so busy couple of weeks.
That comes in streaks for a reliever. It depends on the situation, the matchups. Maybe sometimes the manager's using you as a left-hander as a decoy to the other manager. So Sean Burnett's been up a lot lately. Got the big save the other night with the bases loaded, a 3-run lead. He's trying to get hot right now. And Gio Gonzalez is looking for a ground ball.
Clint Barmes has struck out twice. Angry with himself on that high fastball last time. Gets around late there, and the count's 1-2.
I struck him out on a high fastball last time. Let's see if Gio goes back to the well. Same count, 1-2 count. He climbed the ladder on Barmes, and he was late.
Right field line and slicing toward the seats. No chance for Bryce. 9 more tonight for Gio Gonzalez, who hopscotches over Zach Greinke, Anibal Sanchez, and Steven Strasburg. Started the night with 50. Kind of just depends among those guys who's made the most recent start, who leads the league. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's popped up. Espinosa out. Backpedaling, 2 down.
And once you start backpedaling as an infielder, it can get dicey. Danny Espinosa went a long way for that ball right there. And I was wondering whether Harper or Ankiel was going to call him off, but you can backpedal a few steps. You start going over 10, and all of a sudden you lose your balance. That was not an easy play for Espinosa. He caught that ball in short right center field.
I for one, would like to see the outfielders take more charge on a play like that.
Way easier play for Bryce Harper and Rick Ankiel than that was for Danny Espinosa.
Here's Josh Harrison, RBI hit up the middle last time. Breaking ball a little bit low. Sean Burnett now joined by Ryan Matthews. Looks like Sean's pretty hot. And maybe sitting down. 1 more out to get here in the 7th to cap off a really nice evening. Gets the call on the corner, and the count's even 1-1. Two pitches away from 100. Gio's gone. 107, 115 his last 2 starts. 7-1 Laffer against the Phillies. And then a bit of a grinder at Cincinnati when he had the early lead, but he was laboring with that hurt left hand and couldn't throw all of his pitches.
And Pedro Alvarez is moving into the on-deck circle, and I wonder if Sean Burnett's going to face him or Gio Gonzalez. This could be interesting.
That ball is scorched, not coming back, and this is a 4-3 game. That is over the bullpen for Josh Harrison, his 2nd major league home run. Gio has walked 2 batters tonight, and they both scored.
Harrison all over this 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Gonzalez, and it wasn't a bad pitch, folks. You can see the reaction from Gonzalez. He knew it was gone as soon as he hit it. We don't see too many go over the bullpen. That was a bomb. That is called dropping the head on the baseball. And I did not know that Josh Harrison had that kind of pop.
In 4 years in the minor leagues, he hit 17 home runs. 1 with the Pirates in 65 games last year. That has to be the blast of his life right there.
He was just looking in a spot. He got a fastball down. It wasn't like it was a mistake up in the zone. But he was all over that fastball and rode it out of here. Wow. All of a sudden, you got yourself a one-run game. Shocker.
And you may wonder why the Pirates are batting a left-handed pinch hitter here. The only right-handed batter they have is their backup catcher, Michael McHenry. One of the reasons Pedro Alvarez not in the lineup tonight, opposing left-hander. But he's also made 8 errors at third base. They installed him as their cleanup hitter. So he hits for Eric Bedard. Boy, now the Nats need every one of those home runs they hit. So this gets interesting. A long homerless streak for Gio Gonzalez comes to an end. That was the first one he's given up this year.
Well, if you're going to give one up like that.
That was not a wall scraper.
That's not a cheapie.
Wow. .2-0 pitch in there. Alvarez as a pinch hitter 0 for 1. A lot of power, 7 homers, 17 RBIs, but he's only hitting .217. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Nate McLeod. We stand corrected. Nate McLeod struggling as well. Batting a .174, and he's 0 for 12 as a pinch hitter.
Well, if he could just start that curveball his front shoulder and bring it back for a strike. He's got him.
He goes fastball, pops him up. Doesn't look reachable. Ryan Zimmerman, no chance. Top of the order, Jose Tabata next. Brand new game here in the 7th inning. Gio gets it to the stretch. That's his 10th strikeout. Nats lead 4-3. 7th inning stretch brought to you by your Washington area Hyundai dealers. Tomorrow night, Pirates right back here. James McDonald, 2-2. Right-handers are only hitting a .167 against him. And McDonald, in his career, 1 start, 4 appearances against the Nats. Second lowest run support in the National League. Hopefully, sometime for Jordan Zimmerman, we can quit talking about that. He's 2-3 with a great ERA. Nats Extra, 6:30 tomorrow night. First pitch, 7:05. Game summary. Pretty solid pitching by Gio Gonzalez. And then the rest of the story tonight is home runs.
And
3 by the Nats and 1 by the Bucks.
And how about the 6th inning? Adam LaRoche led the charge. Just a sweet swing right here. Check out the fastball, getting it out front, little backspin created. Knocked down 2-iron for his home run. How about Xavier Nady? He got all this one. Little back leg action. Halfway up the bleachers in left center field, and Jason Worth with the tip of the cap. And everybody in the dugout, Chad Tracy sitting there, greeting his Goon Squad buddy. Guess what? You get a t-shirt, Xavier.
This call to the bullpen Brought to you by and packaged by the UPS Store. We love logistics. As right-hander Evan Meek just called up today, but he's been in the big leagues considerable time before.
Lefty's hitting .421 off Evan Meek. Righty's not doing so well, 182.
Just had a 29th birthday 4 days ago, Evan Meek, out of Bellevue, Washington. 09, 10, and 11, really back to 08 with the Pirates. 144 major league appearances coming into this year, all in relief, and a 3.08 ERA. Juan Cruz is up.
He is a 4-pitch guy. Fastball, slider, cutter, curveball.
Bottom of the 7th now against Evan Meek. Jesus Flores with Roger Bernardino on deck. I'll tell you, every time the Nats play teams like the Pirates and the Padres, these guys just never give up. They keep on battling.
It's been every game this year, one-run baseball game.
Nats trying to get back even in the season series by winning tonight. And Flores goes up pumping, had a good swing.
You'll see a lot of cutters from Meek. He throws it almost 30% of the time. And his fastball will be in the low 90s.
Mets, meanwhile, lead the Reds 2-1, 6th inning at home. And the Braves have picked up 3 runs. Marlins 6, Braves 4, 6th inning at Atlanta. Phillies a 1-0 lead, 3rd inning at Chicago. That's the rest of the East. Nats a half game back of the Braves and leading here 4-3. Oh, and that gets Flores. The last thing the Nats need is a catcher being hit by a pitch.
I think got him in the elbow guard, though. He's okay.
That'll bring in Roger Bernardino, the pinch hit. And, I don't know, 7th inning, possibly bunt.
Let's see where it got him. Two-seam fastball running in. Heat-seeking missile right off the elbow guard. And that's what it's there for. I wonder if Davey Johnson will give Roger the bunt sign right here with Ian Desmond on deck. Probably let him swing away. Harrison's playing very shallow at third base. He's expecting a bunt.
Bernardino, no signs of that. That'll back up Josh a couple of steps over there.
That is not a bunt attempt. He was thinking 6-3 Nationals.
Roger's been on a pretty good streak lately, hitting safely 5 of his last 6 games, 8 hits, couple of homers, 5 RBIs. He's also walked, stolen a couple of bases. Shows bunt that time. That's a nice bunt on a pitch that was way in on him, and he moves Jesus Flores to second base.
And it doesn't have to be pretty, he just has to get the job done. So Davey Johnson let Bernardino swing away. And then once he had a strike on him, he put the bunt sign on. And
Roger's first sacrifice of the year.
I think he didn't think that was a cutter. That ball chased him. It started out down the middle. And that was a hit or B hit. Check it out. Cutter in. Nice job of getting inside the bunt, believe it or not, and getting it to third base and getting the job done.
Well, with your 8th inning guy warming up and a 1-run lead, that's a big play. We'll see how big the Nats can make it. As Tyler Clippard heats up now that Burnett and Matthews have both taken their seats.
And Davey Johnson said before the game he was not sure whether he would use Henry Rodriguez tonight in a safe situation. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, to be honest about it, Henry hasn't given him a reason to be a deadlock cinch to pitch the 9th.
And you know what that told me? Maybe a 3-run lead? Yes. 1-run lead? I don't know.
Had a 3-run lead the other night. Couldn't get it done. Sean had to bail them out as Burnett got the save, as you mentioned. Ian Desmond 1 for 3 with a home run. 6-game hitting streak. 11 for his last 28. And he's hunting his 15th multi-hit game of the year. Desmond started the night 7th in the league in hits. He now has 45. OCOcean.com. Click on Summer of Thanks for special deals and discounts at Ocean City, Maryland. How about this day in history? Jim Palmer in relief, and he hit a homer against the Yankees to win his first major league game. On his way to Cooperstown.
A 2-run jack his first game. That's awesome.
How about that? Ooh, Desmond, big cut. And then, of course, 1973 arrived, and we never knew anymore who were good hitting pitchers in the American League. What's next year? The 40th anniversary of the DH? Wow. That guy's not ready for anything like that.
That's 40 too many for me.
I'm pretty much afraid it's not going away.
I'm a National League guy. I like the strategy. I like the pitchers hitting. How much fun have we had watching Gio Gonzalez, Steven Strasburg, Edwin Jackson, Jordan Zimmerman?
Yeah. Here's a little preview for Friday. Last year, the American League hit 255. National League 208 home runs in interleague play. Big breaking ball to strike out Desmond.
I mean, we would have never seen Livan Hernandez hit had there been a DH in the National League.
Yeah. Just like we promised you earlier, it's Miller time. Brought to you by Miller Lite. A triple coming your way.
Yeah, getting on top of this pitch right here. And watch the back leg. Almost like Reggie Jackson. After the swing, the knee almost hits the ground. Off the fence, and Bryce Harper running hard right out of the batter's box. Had a little stumble around second base right there. But his first major league triple.
Jose Tabata had the ball hit the scoreboard, then hit him, and McCutchen had to retrieve it. Big spot now for Harper. 5 RBIs in his first 16 big league games.
Would they dare pitch around Bryce Harper to get to Ryan Zimmerman, the first base open and 2 outs?
That's an interesting question. 2-0. Looks like they don't want to give him any reason to pull. But Rick Eckstein said before the game, that's okay. What Bryce has done now, taking the ball to left and left center, is going to open up the rest of the field on the right side for him when they start pitching him in different ways.
I don't know if this is a fastball count. Let's see. Fastball for a ball. That was a show me pitch. They might be pitching around Bryce Harper to get to Ryan Zimmerman. How about this?
Now you've managed. Would you give a kid the green light here if he sees one right down the middle? I mean, right down Capitol Street?
I don't think so. No.
Four-pitch walk. 2 on, 2 out. And now Ryan Zimmerman could bust this thing back open.
If I'm Ryan Zimmerman right now, I got a little edge to me as I step in the batter's box. Because even though that wasn't an intentional walk, that was the unintentional intentional. And if you're pitching around him to get to me,
yeah,
I'm a little bit hacked off right now. I'm ready to go to work. You know, within reason, you want to get out of your mind right here to where you're swinging at 4 pitches in the dirt. But, hey, they just pitched around Bryce Harper, basically, to get to Ryan Zimmerman. So this should be interesting. I'd imagine there might be a little emotion in this at-bat.
Ryan Zimmerman 0 for 3, 2 grounders, 1 for an RBI, and a swinging strikeout. Let's see where Rod Barajas sets up. Outer edge, doesn't get the call. It's about time that Ryan Zimmerman just punishes somebody. He has hit into so much bad luck this year.
You mean on the field, right?
Absolutely. He's just kind of spitting on that. Is that a cutter?
Cutter away.
Yeah, 2-0.
And that's all he really features. He throws it 30% of the time. He'll throw the fastball 40% of the time. Ryan Zimmerman hasn't seen anything close to middle in about a week. Everything's been on the outer third. Starts off the plate, breaks away.
Fastball up. Ball 3.
Now this guy you give a green light to.
Okay.
A veteran guy knows what to do with it. He's going to look one pitch, one spot, let it fly under control.
All of those pitches really close. All of them called balls by Tony Randazzo. All right, that's the one for yourself, right? Now come the swings for your team.
No, this one's for yourself too. 3-1 count.
Okay, I'm one pitch too early.
Yeah. The same pitch right there. I like it. Be aggressive, 3-0. It's a good pitch. He got a little bit big right there. Might have slowed him down a hair, but sometimes when you try to swing too hard, it slows you down.
Pretty sure they don't want to pitch to LaRoche in this inning. Ryan takes what the game gives him, and that's a walk that loads the bases for Adam LaRoche. The Pirates do have one lefty, Tony Watson. He pitched last night in Miami. 2 strikeouts, but a couple of walks, so he threw a bunch of pitches, and they haven't been warming him up, anticipating this.
Well, you saw the sequence to Bryce Harper from Meek, and it was a couple of pitches in, 1 pitch up, and then 1 pitch away. I would be shocked if Adam LaRoche sees anything on the inner half right here. The cutter's the pitch. He'll probably go to it, but I would think you make a guy like LaRoche beat you the other way. You just saw what he did last time up. His 7th home run of the year. I think when you're up against it right here, if you're Clint Hurdle, you just got to think lucky. You got the hottest hitter for the Nationals up. He's already homered and singled tonight. You just got a feeling this ball is going to be hit hard somewhere.
Adam LaRoche's career against a former teammate, Evan Meek, is 1 for 2. He's 1 for 6 against the man in the Pirates bullpen, Juan Cruz.
Do you think all the fans watching in Pittsburgh were booing when he hit his home run?
Probably. But now they're wondering, he's killing us now that he's no longer here. And he does it again! Into the corner! Flores scores! Harper scores! Here comes Zimmerman! The Nationals lead 7-3. And that's the first hit in this inning.
And what a night for Adam LaRoche. A triple shy of the cycle. 4 RBI. And a bases clearing double that might have put this one on ice. They tried him in. I thought they'd try him away. Look where the target was. Barajas set up away. It was a cutter that cut back right to his strength. So a location mistake to a hot hitter equals double 3 RBIs. Adam LaRoche, that's as excited as you'll see him get all season long. 29
RBIs on the year. That puts him, at least from the numbers coming into today, in the top 3 in the league.
He's getting a standing ovation right now, standing on second base.
Look out here. Here's Xavier Nady.
I mean, he just got a curtain call on the field. How cool is that?
Well, you know what? Just like us up here, these fans have been hungering for offense. It is so exciting when you see guys running the bases and taking swings like the Nats are tonight. 7 runs on 7 hits. And the pitcher, 1,000th career hit. How about that?
Well, that's what the standing O was for.
3 for 4 night. Man, I got all kind of stuff in the scorebook tonight. Nady's 100th home run. Adam LaRoche, 1,000th hit.
Is Major League Baseball authenticator guy down there with the ball in his hand?
I don't know, but I'm going to be at Kinko's for an hour tomorrow making color copies. No balls and 2 strikes for Nady. 1 for 2 with a home run, a walk. Fastball busting him low and in.
It's one thing to pitch around Bryce Harper to get to Ryan Zimmerman, but you better get Ryan Zimmerman out, and you got to give him credit for the big at-bat in that inning.
And those are all pitches a lot of guys would have been hacking on.
And Jesus Flores started up with a hit by pitch, a nice walk by Bryce Harper to realize they might be pitching around him, but give Zimmerman some credit, even though the average isn't where he wants it. Great at-bat to get the game to Adam LaRoche.
Adam LaRoche gives it at. It's a 3-run inning. For LaRoche, here's his teammate, Tyler Clippard, called to the bullpen. Brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers.
And that might have been my first goosebump moment at the ballpark this year. Adam LaRoche with a standing ovation between innings. I mean, this place erupted, everybody on their feet. A handshake from his teammate. A tip of the cap, that was cool.
For one of the most unassuming, quiet guys, even keel guys you'll ever meet.
I mean, you just don't know what you're going to see when you come to the yard every day. If you'd have told me I'd have seen Adam LaRoche's 1,000th hit tonight, 3 RBIs, bases loaded, clearing double. It's just great stuff. Bryce Harper's first triple. I mean, why wouldn't you come out and watch this ball club every night? They are some kind of exciting.
Roger Bernardina stays in the game, batting ninth, playing left field. So the pitcher spot is the 5-hole with Xavier Nady done for the night. And here's Tyler Clippard against Jose Tabata. 8th inning, he pours in the fastball. Clippard doesn't often come in the 8th inning with a 4-run cushion.
Yeah, but when you're already hot, you got to use them.
And then Davey can choose whoever he wants to for the 9th if Clippard sets down the Pirates here.
He could use Clippard for the 9th, too, if he wants to extend him and save his bullpen for tomorrow. We'll see. I would doubt that he would use him for 2 innings, though.
Well, Gio gives the guys a break by going 7. And FP, I haven't forgotten about your comments from yesterday. How Davey handled his bullpen when the Nats were behind in that game, so he didn't burn a whole bunch of guys. After Strasburg was removed after 4, Tom Gorzolani gave him 3 good innings. And then Ryan Perry the last 2. And suddenly your bullpen is salvaged from a day when it could have been overused.
I told Tom in his locker yesterday, I said, hey, if you guys win tomorrow night, you had a big say in it. And you know what he said? He said, I heard you call the alignment on TV. I said, hey, it was complimentary, man. I said,
underappreciated.
Long guy, you go out there, nobody notices what you're doing. You're saving the bullpen so your team can win a game the next day.
You know what my answer to that is? Thanks for watching, Tom. Hope you enjoyed the telecast.
Oh, he just heard. He was on the mound, so.
Yeah.
There he is. Did a great job yesterday. Came in, unsung hero. Gets no credit from it.
Lefties hanging out with each other.
Doesn't want any. He just wants the respect of his teammates. And trust me, folks, he's got it.
Evidently, nobody wants to hang out with the lefties. So a base hit by Tabata. Doesn't mean the Pirates are going to fade into the evening here. And Clippard gets one inside corner to Neil Walker. Bats left-handed. Jared Hughes. Well, a rude welcome back to the big leagues by the Nats to Evan Meek tonight, who hit a batter, walked 2, and then gave up the big double to LaRoche. No balls, 1 strike. The surprising Pirates pitching staff, 3rd in the league coming in with a 3.21 ERA, but their bullpen has been overused lately, and for a day or two at least, maybe longer, Clint Hurdle plays with 8 relievers and only 3 extra men on the bench other than his backup catcher.
And he's going to get no sympathy from the Nationals dugout because they've been playing short all season long.
Just looking at the schedule, starting Friday with the Orioles, who've overachieved this year. Then comes that road trip. Then you come home on a homestand to face the Braves and the Mets. Then you go to Boston and Toronto. Come home with the Yankees and the Rays. Then Baltimore again. And then Atlanta again. Then the Giants. I mean, the schedule between this coming Friday and the All-Star break is really going to be something for the Nats to dive into. Runner goes on a 1-2. Good jump. And Flores will not throw, but it is a strikeout for the first out.
Boy, in the 8th inning, down by 4 runs, you better make it.
Tabata strikes out for the steals second for the 5th time this year, while Walker strikes out. Washington area Toyota dealers helping children receiving medical treatment and their families at the National Institutes of Health. For every strikeout, the Children's Inn at NIH gets $37. Thank you, Toyota. McCutchen 1 for 3 with a base hit back in the 1st. He was trying to make it 7-5.
He's just got a pretty swing. You know, most right-handers swing is not that pretty. The better swings, the ones you like to watch, are like LaRoche. The left-handers, smooth swing. But Andrew McCutchen's got such a nice short swing. He finishes high, stays through the baseball. Yeah, obviously he's got a good swing. He's hitting .339, but it's just a pretty swing to watch. This is how you teach a right-hander to swing, a kid how to swing the bat. Good balance, short stride.
Base hit. Clippard challenged him on 0-2. That fastball was out over the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Coming into this appearance, Tyler Clippard. Opponent's batting average only 183.
You can sneak a couple fastballs by this guy. And I like the fact that up by 4, Tyler Clippard challenged him. But he's not going to miss 3. See the adjustment made? Just a short swing, compact, all over it.
Now a power hitter stepping in who's struggling big time. Casey McGee. 13 homers last year, 23 the year before that in Milwaukee.
And he was going right there. He had a lean, almost got him. So the Pirates not shutting down their running game. Down by 4 here in the 8th inning. Watch this. He's going, folks. Whoop. Little lean, almost caught him.
McCutchen 7 out of 10 stealing bases this year. Crowd a little quiet, a little apprehensive about this 8th inning. Clippard misses. Ball 1.
Pulled that change across. Hung on to it a hair too long. And he is hunting a ground ball right now. He's thinking one thing: I need a ground ball to get out of this inning. I don't think he's thinking strikeout. You make one good pitch, you got your team back in the dugout.
Throws him another changeup. It's in there, 1-1. Giancarlo Stanton has just homered for the Marlins. 2 in the 7th for them. They'd lead 8-4 at Atlanta. Reds have picked up a run, but the Mets still lead them at home in the 8th, 3-2. Phillies still lead 1-0 at Chicago. 1-1 pitch. You can hear Tony Randazzo say outside.
And sometimes when an ump says that, he's telling you it was close. As a hitter, if you hear an umpire yell outside in your ear, you knew he was thinking about calling it a strike. But I thought that was outside. Good call. As a hitter, if you take a 2-1 fastball right down the middle, you're looking for a changeup. McGee's sitting on changeup all the way right there, and that tells Jesus Flores and Tyler Clippard that he's sitting soft. Now as a hitter in a 2-strike count, you got to go back to a fastball. There's no way you can sit on a changeup with a guy that throws 94, 95. That's the danger of getting off the fastball as a hitter. When you look soft and he throws one right down the middle, you'll flip-flop all night and lose a lot of sleep because you took that pitch.
He goes with a fastball outside and misses.
And this is all Tyler Clippard this inning, folks. Nobody up in the Nationals bullpen.
On a 3-2, McCutchen's running. That's a flare to left. Here comes Bernardina. The runner's tagging. Roger throws home. He's got a shot, but he short hops Flores. So the Pirates get a sac fly, and it's 7-4. More importantly, the Nats get an out.
Yeah, you said it. It's all about outs right now when you're in the 8th inning. And a good job by Tyler Clippard to make Casey McGee swing the bat. You don't want to put a runner on for free. And watch the throw from Bernardina. Pretty good one. I'm wondering, with a 4-run lead, how much Jesus Flores wants to really get involved in that play.
Yeah.
Maybe a tie ball game, 1-run ball game. Yeah, you pick that, you dive into the runner. But after what he's seen happen lately.
And he might have been told that as well.
And he might be the most important guy on this team all of a sudden. When you talk about the catching depth and the guys that have been hurt, if anything happens to that guy, the Nationals are in big trouble. No offense to Maldonado, no offense to guys down the minor leagues that can get the job done, because they can. But Jesus Flores, to me, is a frontline catcher.
Well, that was a big out. Runner had to go back to first. McCutchen with 2 down. And here's Alvarez. Looked like an off-speed pitch right off the end of his bat.
That's a nice job by Clippard right there.
Not bad at all. A run on 2 hits. The Nats will lead by at least 3 into the 9th. For a smoother pour. It's not just a good time, it's Miller time. On to the bottom of the 8th inning. Couple of changes for the Pirates. We'll get you up to date on those in a moment. 7-6 the hits, 7-4 the runs. MLB.TV, we call it baseball everywhere because when you're out of your own market, away from Virginia, D.C., or Maryland, you can take us with you on your favorite device in HD quality. Visit Nationals.com for more details and to order. By the way, a little earlier tonight, and there's Josh Harrison who goes to left field because Pedro Alvarez is now playing third. Earlier tonight when the Nats had those back-to-back home runs, first time that's happened this year. LaRoche and Nady. Espinosa goes up hacking against right-hander Jared Hughes, and the bottom of the 8th is underway.
It won't be the last either.
We know that.
Beast mode lurking for June 8th. Gotta love that.
How about the power in this lineup when he's back, and then eventually Jason Worth makes his return?
I'm telling you, I think it'll be one of the better lineups in the National League, period. All of a sudden you got depth. You put Worth second, Zimmerman third, LaRoche fourth, Morse fifth, Harper sixth. Thanks for coming.
And without some of those guys, it's going to be very important, FP. That schedule I mentioned a few minutes ago is really going to be tough for the next 5 or 6 weeks. And it's important the Nats continue to pitch well and get timely hitting and catch the ball against some of the best teams there are. And I think they match up favorably with any of those guys. We will find out. Henry Rodriguez will have at least a 3-run lead when he takes on 6, 7, and 8 for the Pirates in the 9th. Well, maybe the kind of ball game, FP, where he can get himself back right. Because what's better for him to get a save than with the maximum 3-run lead, other than maybe just getting some mop-up work in the 9th with a 4-run lead or something like that. But
well, I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous for him right now. Last time out was not good. I mean, the wheels came off.
Not acceptable, really.
Whether they accepted it or not, the wheels were off and the ball was all over the place. And, you know, the Nationals need this guy. No matter what you think about Henry Rodriguez, they need him to throw strikes. So I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous for him tonight, and I hope he has a nice outing.
2-2 to Espinosa. Danny will take one in the dirt. 1 for 3 with a bunt base hit. And a 3 hopper over to Neil Walker for the first out. That brings in Rick Ankiel, who will bat for the first time. Tonight's copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. Charlie Morton not listed in their bullpen. This might be a little side action for him. Charlie Morton is 2-3 with a 4.05 ERA in 6 starts. Not listed on their card as a reliever.
Rick Ankiel would love to check in right now with the base hit. 2-0 count.
And a bouncer left side. Alvarez throws him out. There are still seats available for the Battle of the Beltways, which gets underway again Friday night. Check it out, Nationals.com, for all your ticket information. Don't forget about the giveaway items this weekend, the ball cap on Saturday night, the kids' t-shirt on Sunday, and the right now tied for first place Baltimore Orioles will be here for 3.
Well, that's good news. There's tickets left because I'm going to be in the bleachers Saturday night. I have to get on Nats.com right now.
Your plastic is good as anybody's, or so I hear. I promise you, if you hold up a sign that says "We love Bob," there's a chance you'll get on TV.
I might hold up a sign to Billy Ripken that says "Drink this." Have a big Kool-Aid sign.
Well, the last time I checked, the standings or a team's one-loss record were not affected by what various members of the media think of them.
He's a good dude. He does a great job on TV. You're going to have fun with him.
Or the guy from ESPN the other day that said the Nats are trying to lose because they're not going to make Steven Strasburg throw 1,000,000 innings this year.
Somebody said that?
Yeah, because they're pulling back Strasburg. Evidently, he's decided that Steven Strasburg is only pitching a certain number of innings when Mike Rizzo has never really come out and said that.
They will be monitoring the situation.
Let's not report the news. Let's make some news. Swinging a foul by Flores. Big headline, the Washington Nationals are trying to lose.
Well, I put hot stuff in my headset tonight, and it's been working all night long.
Not the first time yours have been burning.
I've been on it tonight.
Yeah, you've been a little angry. Henry Rodriguez, keep FP from getting angry. How about 3 outs? Dodge. Go to Dodge.com or visit your local Dodge dealer tomorrow. And by Cisco, a proud mission partner to the United States Department of Defense. Mr. Lincoln presiding over a beautiful Wednesday night here in our nation's capital. Ninth inning coming up, subject of a lot of discussion, a lot of conjecture, and a little bit of controversy lately, Christina.
Absolutely, Bob. And Drew Storen has been here for all of the action, and it has not been easy for him to sit back and watch these games come down to these safe situations. But he did talk today about what he's seen from Henry Rodriguez and how he can relate.
It's tough because, things can get out of hand really quick in that ninth inning, and it's, it's all about making the adjustments. And I think he's going to be all right. I mean, his stuff's through the roof, way better than anybody else's in the league. So it's just a matter of applying it the right way.
Just an update on Drew. He threw some soft tosses today again, and he compared it to driving a Ferrari at 5 miles per hour. Needless to say, rehab's been tough for him, and he's ready to just get out there and throw hard. But it's tedious work, but he's getting through it.
That's a good analogy. Michael Morse is swinging a bat, but it's in the cage off a tee or soft toss, not facing live throwing just yet. But right now, the order of the evening is Henry Rodriguez looking for his 9th save, and he will face Barajas, Barmes, and Harrison. And, of course, Rod Barajas, the last time Henry threw a pitch to him, it sailed out of PNC Park, and the Nats were walk-off losers.
Well, you know the drill. Buckle up. Here we go.
That's a great first pitch, but he doesn't get the call.
Wow.
Looked like it was near or on the corner. And, of course, in that situation with Barajas last week, a runner was at third. Henry could not control his breaking ball, so the Pittsburgh catcher knew he was getting a number 1. Turns on that one. Desmond, tough play. He dropped it as he attempted to make the exchange. A Desmond error was deadly in Cincinnati in the late innings Sunday. We'll see how they rule this one.
He got caught on the in-between hop right here. Good pitch from Rodriguez. Jam Barajas, he couldn't get the barrel of the ball. And Ian Desmond tried to give with that to get the big hop. It just wouldn't stick in his glove.
Ian Desmond's 7th error.
And now Henry Rodriguez can't start thinking, here we go again. He's just got to throw strike 1.
Clint Barmes, the hitter.
Like that.
And Barmes, convinced he was going to get first pitch fastball, couldn't catch up with 98.
Good pitch, good location, strike 1.
Great pitch. He doesn't have to be perfect with the fastball. If it's anywhere in the strike zone, it's so hard and moves, it's hard to hit. And then sometimes a hitter will help you out, FP, when you get ahead.
There's not a lot of time to make a decision right there. And if you've shown you can throw strike 1, and everybody probably taking a strike right now, down by 3 runs for the Pirates. So that's why it's key. And in these situations, unless you're the tying run, most teams will take a strike. So you get a free strike if you're Henry Rodriguez.
He goes with a slider, and Flores slides out for it.
And I think he's throwing that curveball to get a feel for it, but he just threw a fastball by Barmes. I know, here I go again. Throw it by him again. And I think he wants to throw that curveball for the kill pitch. But sometimes the kill pitch is a triple-digit fastball.
Two balls, 2 strikes. It's the Tapper foul. Johnny Holiday and Ray Knight getting all psyched up in left field for the W.B. Mason Nats Extra postgame show when this one is over. A lot to talk about in this one tonight. A couple of milestones. Nady and LaRoche. Swing and a miss. On a pitch away, 99 for the first out. Boy, you sure didn't want to see that go to 3-2. Big out.
A 99-mile-an-hour cut fastball from Henry Rodriguez. Sometimes when you overthrow a pitch, it'll naturally cut. Watch this ball kind of run away from Barmes to the outer half of the plate.
Glenn Barmes 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts tonight. Here's Josh Harrison, who hit the ball a mile last time up. A homer, 3 RBIs tonight. Shows bunts. Got Zimmerman on the move, but it's a strike.
If there was a way to get Henry Rodriguez to stand in and face himself, he would know that it's hard to hit 99 miles an hour. It's hard to hit 100 miles an hour. I mean, yeah, big league hitters can hit a jet if they know it's coming, and you do have to establish your off-speed first strike, so you put the thought in the hitter's head. I understand that. But it's just not that easy to catch up to that kind of heat.
That's the breaking ball he's been trying to throw.
And that was dirty. But see, this is what he has to do. Throw it for a strike. Now game on. He can bounce it now, and I have to swing at it because he showed me that he can throw it for a strike. And when he throws his fastball for a strike, his curveball for a strike, it's lights out. That's what Drew Storm was talking about. Better stuff than everybody.
$25,942 just waiting to get out of their seats with 2 outs with Garrett Jones on deck. The Pirates' last position player in the dugout other than their right-handed hitting backup catcher. Harrison a little skittish in there, doing some housekeeping. Wants to make sure he's got a foothold. Great block by Flores. It does keep the double play in order.
I was talking to Jesus before the game tonight on that 92-mile-an-hour changeup in Cincinnati he blocked from Henry Rodriguez to keep the game alive. And he said, you know what, I just got out there as quick as I could, tried to throw my body in front of it.
He was amazing.
I told him it was the best block I'd ever seen anywhere at any level.
Bouncing ball, Zimmerman for 1. Espinosa, game over. Henry Rodriguez's 9th save. And he looks up and says, gracias.
Good Henry tonight, pounding the strike zone. Fastballs for strikes, curveballs for strikes. And how about that? He got a ground ball when he needed it for a game-ending double play.
The Nationals turned their first double play of the night, and this series is off to a good start. 7-4, Washington.